How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video, guys. So yesterday I made this video for you guys where I talked about the 10 secrets and Easter eggs in the Crown Tundra that you may have not seen and you definitely should check out. But what I didn't talk about is that there is a weird amount of amount I guess, but there are a few references seemingly to Generation 4. And I do have another video that's coming out in the future, not today, probably not tomorrow either. It's going to take some time to compile, but a video that's going to kind of go through some other things that are hinting towards Gen 4. And if you guys want it, we can take every single hint from all of Sword and Shield, Isle of Armor, Crown Tundra combined, every single hint to the Gen 4 remakes, and we can put them together into single videos. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Either way, today we're taking a look at 5 references to the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games in the Crown Tundra. Let's get started. At number 5 is going to be the Spiritomb event, similar to the Spiritomb Factor from the Sinnoh games. Now, if you don't know what I'm referring to, in the Crown Tundra right now, there is an event to get a Spiritomb. Now, what's really interesting about it is that it's found in an area where there's a gravestone. If you actually interact with the gravestone, it will say for you to spread the voice of the grave. Now, if you go and then talk to about 35 players in the Wi-Fi world, right? Like if you play the game online, you gotta talk to about 35 players, and once you've done this, the stone will all of a sudden have a Spiritomb in front of it. Yeah, it is kind of nuts. But basically, if you do this, you will be able to get yourself a Spiritomb. Now, what is this in reference to like Gen 4? Well, Spiritomb, for one, is a Gen 4 Pokemon, but also this is the same exact event that you do for Spiritomb back in Diamond and Pearl. No joke, this is the same thing. This is the Spiritomb Factor. This is a event that took place, which was really odd. Now, the first thing you need to do to actually do this is to get yourself an odd keystone. You may find one of these like anywhere in Sinnoh. They can be in the Sinnoh Underground as well, but they are kind of a bit rare back in those games. Then once you have that thing, you got to take it to the Spirit Tower well in Route 209 and place it inside the well. This will basically activate the event for Spiritomb. Next, what you got to go is go to the Sinnoh Underground and talk to 32 people there in total. These do not include the hikers that give you the items. While this does sound like a kind of daunting task, what you do basically here is like, you can just go in back and forth, exit and enter 32 times and talk to the same person. Each time will count as a different person you talk to. So yeah, just exit, enter, and you basically get it done. Now, what is really interesting is that this is similar to what you do now. And to do this back in the day, you need to make sure that you had a friend with Diamond and Pearl as well. And also, you got to remember that the Sinnoh Underground is a Nintendo DS wireless feature. So, you couldn't just do this through the Wi-Fi. It didn't work. You would have to do this through the DS wireless feature. So your actual friend had to be physically near you for you to do this event. So now that you basically talked to 32 people, you can go back to the Spirit, Tower well in Route 209, and there you will have a battle with a wild Spiritomb. And it is also somewhat of a low level, so you won't have too much trouble. And yeah, it's pretty cool, and you can actually do this several times. This is not a one-time thing, which I think is the same thing for the one you find in the Crown Tundra. So there it is. It's pretty crazy, but it is clearly a reference because this exact same event existed back in Diamond and Pearl. Number 4, did you guys know that in the Crown Tundra, when you battle Calyrex, the battle music for Calyrex is actually using the trainer battle music from Diamond and Pearl in its foundation or in its background? Now, again, I'm not a freaking music scholar here, so I don't know exactly everything, but it does seem like it's got a little bit of that remix kind of vibe to it, where they've included the trainer theme, the battle theme from back then in here. And it's kind of strange, but you can kind of hear it in the background. So I'll let it play right now. You guys can hear what I'm talking about. So there you see. What do you guys think about it? Did it sound the same? Do you hear the undertones? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let's go to the next one. Number 3, there are no Gen 4 fossils available in the Crown Tundra. Now, at first you may think, well, that doesn't really matter. Well, it kind of does, because every other fossil Pokemon from any other gen is in the game. You got the Gen 1 fossils, the Gen 3 ones, you got the Gen 5 ones, even Gen 6, but nowhere can you find the Generation 4 fossils, which is kind of odd if you think about it. considering that every other one is there. So what is the deal here? What is going on? I mean, think about it. You do have Kabuto, Kabutops, Omanite, Omastar, Aerodactyl from Generation 1. For Generation 3, because Gen 2 doesn't have any, Generation 3, you got Anorith, Armaldo, Lileep, Credilli, and even Relicanth in the water. However, Generation 4, there is no Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon, and Bastiodon available anywhere. But Generation 5 does have Tortoga, Caracosta, Archon, as well as Generation 5 is, 6 having Tyrant, Tyrantrum, Amara, Aurorus, and, it's kind of crazy. And then, of course, we had the Gen 8, fossils. But what I'm saying is, it's nuts. It's kind of strange there are no fossil Pokemon there for Generation 4 only, seemingly a bit of a hint. And I know some people may make the point that, oh, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina are in, the max raid battles. Well, listen, guys, just because the legendaries are there doesn't really matter much, because guess what? Mewtwo was in Ultra Sun and Moon, and we still got Mewtwo in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, the remake games of Yellow. So it doesn't really matter that much. It's more about the references of this stuff, like where it should just be there, but it isn't, which is really odd. Alrighty, number 2, Reggie Gigas. Yes, this one may sound odd, but Reggie Gigas is really a strange case in these games. So, oddly enough, Reggie Gigas was the only Pokemon that kind of got like a level 100 event for itself, right? Which is really odd, and it is a Gen 4 Pokemon technically, and it has a really big impact on the Gen 4 story. But on top of that, there are references back in Gen 4 to possibly something like Dynamaxing, which I will cover in a future video, like I mentioned, so make sure to leave a like on this video so that video can come out sooner and sooner. But basically, this is an odd Pokemon. It is just got this special event for it. It's really strange, and I'm wondering if it's got a bit of a reference to it here, or rather that it is hinting and referencing towards Gen 4 as well. What do you guys think about this one? Let's go to the next. And the last one is a bit of a cop-out, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say the Crown Tundra itself. Now, yes, I know, they have said that the Crown Tundra is based on Scotland, but honestly, what it also reminds me of is Sinnoh, with its massive mountains and kind of like snow and all that. Very much similar to the massive Mount Coronet, in Sinnoh, as well as like the snowy Snow Point and loads more. Like a lot of these, like connections here just exist between the two places. They're very much similar in design, and it doesn't really surprise me because, well, Sinnoh is based on the coldest part of Japan, that being Hokkaido, and then of course the coldest part of the UK is Scotland. So having them like have some weird of connection together to each other doesn't really surprise me. And again, what do you guys think about all this? I would love to know, so let me know in the comment section down below. And so that is it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, then drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe for future videos, as we will be covering more of these things. And again, like I said, guys, I've got another video that I can make, which is to cover every single reference and hint to the Diamond and Pearl games, seemingly, that exist in all of Sword and Shield. So if you guys want to see that video, let's get this one to 1,000 likes and comment #Gen 4, and I will definitely make that video for you guys. So do those two things, and you guys can expect to see basically a big old video covering all that sort of stuff. It's gonna happen, guys. So let's get that like goal. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen.